Okay, welcome back everybody. Hippie's Chopper Corner here. Didn't really plan on doing a video, but I got some stuff I want to show y'all and I want to get you up to speed on this. Thanks to Slick and another guy in my comment, I can't remember what his name was, but they pointed out that was a throwout bearing that exploded, and there should be a bearing in between those two thrust washers, and it's gone. It exploded. I can't pull that push rod out or that oil slinger. They should pull out freely. So I had to come over here to find out why. And first thing I noticed is somebody's upgraded the compensator delete. I think that's a Scorpion compensator delete. It looks like a Scorpion. No slack in the primary chain. Something blew that adjuster completely out. I've never seen an adjuster screw do that. I took the spring out. I can't even turn that adjuster screw, y'all. I took the snap ring out. You know, you should be able to freely just reach in there and pull that adjuster out. I took the spring and the spring retainer off. I should be able to freely get this off, the pressure plate off. Well, the pressure plate won't come off because I can't get the adjuster out. So something's failed inside his transmission, sadly. So as much as I hate to do it, I'm just going to put his bike back together, and he's going to have to bring a trailer over and pick it up. And I got a shop he can send it to. It's a guy that I trust and recommend. No, I have not worked on that. I apologize. But I did ride the Panhead last night. Did about, I don't know, 20 miles on it. It ran good for a little while, then it ran like shit. I don't know if the valves aren't adjusted properly. I don't know if it's a spark. I don't know if it's a fire issue. I don't know if it's a fuel issue. Got to figure it out. Rode this one the day before. So now I've got maybe close to 40 shakedown miles on it. And when you don't use Loctite, guys, you will lose hardware, right? I'm lucky I made it back. I didn't even realize that had happened until I got back and it died in my driveway, and I was trying to kickstart it, and I put my hand right here and I realized I'd lost a bolt and nut that holds the sissy bar right there. But I did realize I hate that freaking seat. It's a fun bike to ride, but it's so uncomfortable with that seat, it made it not fun anymore. So I got to do a seat on this one. Fired this one up today. Did pretty good. I beat it to death last time I rode it, so fired it up today. Fired that one up the other day. All right, are y'all ready? Here's that surprise I was talking about. Bam! Hippie's bought another bike. I know. I ain't got room for the ones I got in here now, and I bought another one. So, now, Ralph, you asked me in your video if I thought Margaret was clapped out. Absolutely. Margaret is clapped. That is my definition and F-bomb definition of a clapped out shovel head. That one's so far gone, even I wouldn't have attempted it. But it does my heart good to see you bringing that bike back to life, Ralph. I love the fact that you're going to get that old bike back on the road and keep another one from going to the scrap yard, man. That is awesome. I'm hoping you've got a plethora of parts up there you can use, and you know, maybe you've got heads you can use, or you can rebuild. I'm hoping you can do a lot of that work yourself, because if I had to do that and get somebody to do my cylinders and my heads and the parts I'd have to buy, I'd never get my money back out of that bike. You know, it's money we're going to spend that we're not going to get back, but it's the joy of doing it. It's the love of doing it, knowing you kept that bike on the road. And a lot of people will never understand. So kudos to you, Ralph. Ralph, it is my time. Let's go. Keep Margaret moving forward, man. I'm so glad to see that, and I'm enjoying that series you're doing. I left you a comment, but I think YouTube might have took it down. I don't know. I don't see the comment I left, but here's my message back to you, Ralph. I love Margaret. Keep bringing her back to life. I do want to see you bobber it, chopper it, or whatever you're going to do to it. I know it's going to be cool. And yeah, she clapped out, bro. Shout out to my boy, Slick. Slickhead Custom Cycles. What's up, Slick? Got another one. All right, so let's count them. If I own a motorcycle, it's in my shop. I don't have bikes anywhere anymore. Like, I used to have bikes in different places, but all my bikes are here. So if it's here, this is how many we got. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I ain't got room for the bikes that are in here, and I go and buy another bike. And it's an Evo, y'all. I started this year out with 0 Evos in here. I had 3 shovel heads and a pan head in here. Then I turn around, And I got 3 freaking Evos in here inside of 6 months. What the hell? I got the first one, I got the last one, and I got the last crankcase breather, a 92. But I'm into this one for I could probably sell that front end and that nice Mikuni carburetor for what I'm into this bike for. But this bike got a whole lot of ugly on it, y'all. I mean, look at it. I think whoever bought this accessory kit bought it in the 90s. It's a 92, but the theme on this bike is lines. Lines. It's an aftermarket dash. I hate it. Lines. Lines. Oh, look at them bitchin' blue flames. That gives it 10 more horsepower. Lines. 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 Oh, look, it's even got a skeleton smoking a joint. An old joint. Covers on everything, y'all. Lines on the rocker box, on the head bolts. And I have no idea what this is. Don't say it's an oil cooler because you wouldn't cover an oil cooler up. And that's solid. That's like a solid hunk of steel or aluminum down there. I don't even know what it is. Because here's my voltage regulator. What the hell is that? Stash spot? Shit, I don't know. Got these jazzy little turn signals on it though. The lines all go all the way back to the rotor. They're on the rotor back there. Everything on here's got lines. Lines. Blue lines. Got a cover on the oil bag, cover on the transmission, cover on the crankcase breather, cover on the transmission, cover on the tappet block. It's even got a cover on the oil sending unit, cover on the bottom of the base gas, jugs, cover on the rocker boxes. And oh my God, look at that hideous hypercharger. If I just took 5 minutes to take that hypercharger off, this bike would be worth another $1,000. Yep. Take that hypercharger off and this value would go up $1,000. Knock that little bit of ugly off of it. Man. All right, so I'll tell y'all the story on this bike, and then we might mess with it a little bit. I don't know. Depending on how far my old lady is from being home. I love the buckhorns. It's got the old school buckhorns on it. I'm gonna keep those. Oh, it's got lines on the risers, lines on the switch, lines on the gas cap. It's got windshield mounts on it, but the windshield plastic pieces were rotted. Ugh. Oh, why did I smell that twice? That's horrible. Oh. Hell, it's even got a voltage meter on it. Look at that. Can y'all see that? I don't know if y'all can see it. There it is. I guess you can see it. On there with Velcro. So this bike was this bike belonged to a GI, a military man. The story I was given is he's in Kuwait or Iraq, I'm not sure, but some kind of deal where he's gone for 18 months, he comes home for 6 months, he goes for 18 months, he's home for 6 months. I got a lot of Army brothers, and I've never heard of them doing a schedule like that. I'm not saying that's not the case. Maybe they misunderstood. Maybe it is. Maybe the dude only comes home every 6 months, every other year. But he sent his wife an email of all things, and he told her, and he goes, "Look, I found somebody else over here. We've got a kid. We have a kid together now. She lives on base with me. I want a divorce." Well, what he didn't think about is she had power of attorney over everything he had. So she went to a lawyer, and the lawyer said, "Start liquidating everything you can right now. You can legally sell everything right now." So she sold off his motorcycles and his guns, and I didn't get none of the guns, but it's got a fully chrome swing arm on it. Holy shit! And a Harley Davidson belt covering. But the guy that I bought it from is who bought that from us. So that's the story on this bike. I'm gonna tinker with it. I don't have the key, and the switch is locked, so I can probably just tinker around with it or something. I don't know. Maybe I'll wait till tomorrow when I feel like digging into it. But I'll film the process of me trying to get it fired up, because the bike hasn't ran in 6 or 7 years, I believe. So I'm sure I'm gonna have to clean the tank out. Hopefully the carb was empty. Maybe go through the carburetor. And then as long as it's got good compression and good spark, it'll bark off. And tomorrow maybe I'll see if I can just get it to pop. Maybe not even turn the fuel on, maybe just spray some fuel in the carburetor and see if it'll pop off. I'll have to wire the switch up, of course, but yeah, just see if it'll pop off and make sure that I've got a running bike. And if that's the case, I'll have to go through the systems, you know, probably have to put plugs, clean the tanks, rebuild the carburetor, put a new battery in it. It's gonna need tires. And that's just to make it safe to ride. Everything else is just ugly. It can be taken off of it. You know, you take all these accessories off, and this won't be an ugly bike other than that front wheel. But I've got, oh man, I've got it. Well, it's a 16. I couldn't put that on there and bring that front end way down too far. I need a 21. I don't have a spare 21-inch wheel to put on it. Or I'd put a wheel on it and get rid of that thing. But I'll be selling a lot of this crap off this bike. But I'm gonna go through the systems and get it running, and if it turns out to be a good running bike, I will let you guys know. But as long as it runs good and I get all the systems working, $4,000. That's what I'll sell this bike for. That's a '92 Softail Springer. You know what I'm saying? The front end alone's $2,000. Or nobody wants to buy it. This could be the start of a very budget-friendly chopper for somebody. Shit. Let's say the hardtail kit, 4 tires, 45. Fender, hey. I mean, if we stayed with the tanks and the handlebars, used one of the fenders I had, well, all we had to get was a hardtail kit. I'm missing some stuff, but you'll have to buy some. I mean, hell, I might could get you on a Hippie's Chopper Corner chopper for $8,000, $9,000. Because all them bikes over there, those $12,000, $15,000 bikes to build. But we got everything here. We don't got to buy a bunch of shit or have a bunch of shit built or customize it. But you know, I got bones to work with. You know, hardtail kits, that's the big thing. You know. Yeah. So, if anybody's interested in turning this into a chopper for them, all it takes is a 50% deposit once we work out a budget. I'll get started on it. So, anyway, shout out to Slickhead Custom Cycles. Brother, I'm sorry I didn't get to send you a heads up on this bike. You knew I was picking it up. That was the best I could do. Ralph, keep Margaret moving forward. I'm really excited and just super stoked that you're doing that, man. It's cool. I love it. But anyway, y'all keep tuning in to Hippie's Chopper Corner, home of the sketchy chopper, where we keep them sketchy all the time. And if I film any of this on Sunday, I'll put it out next week to you guys. So, but I'll drop this video shortly just to get y'all up to speed on it. So, man, I'm serious, man. Take that front fender off of it and take that gay ass hypercharger off of it. Bike worth enough $1,500 all day long. But if all the systems are working, good title on it, $4,000, y'all. Let me know. Hippie's Chopper Corner.